Enigma says, I'm first, dabba dee dabba die. That's a great reference you just made. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. I'm still feeling pretty awful. This game is Dragon Warrior 2 on the Nintendo NES system. And we are going to continue the level grind, everybody. We're almost there. We're almost to a trillion experience. Kind of close to max level. Shouldn't take me too much longer. The Goo needs 4 levels. Esgar needs 3. Gwen needs 2. DWL, what's going on? Enigma, appreciate you being foist in the chat. Let's continue trying to get a mysterious hat. Apparently, what I've been told by my viewers in the chat is that every time you fight Bazuzu in the Fungeon, the final dungeon, there is a 1 in 128 chance of getting the mysterious hat from a treasure chest drop. Yo, Esgar dropped that blizzard, though. Just like Enigma is about to drop a fat rhyme. Donovan M, what's going on? KJ, my little babushka. Yeah, how's everybody doing? It is cold as heck today, and I felt so awful yesterday, everybody. Like, mentally I felt good. Emotionally I felt good. Everyone in the chat was being so generous and nice. But just like physically, my body ached, my head ached. And I could tell that I just didn't get enough sleep over the past couple days. So last night I went to bed at like 8:30. Which was nice, but like... And it probably could have done me some good if I didn't wake up multiple times at night because of this freaking idiot right here. But I woke up multiple times last night and then ended up waking up around like 4 a.m. and I could not fall back asleep. So I got up at 4 today. Did some reading. Played some Brain Age on Nintendo DS. Made a short, posted it around 8 a.m. and then went back to bed for a few hour nap. Woke up at 11:11 because of my alarm. And now I'm here. And I feel like alright, but dang, like my neck and my back and my, I guess some other things just feel awful right now. Swear it must have been the weather in NEUSA. My mom and I were the same way, says Grimburn. Ooh, the Bullwong had a treasure chest. And we got a wizard's ring! Yo, we got a rare drop, everybody. Oh, that's the kind of luck that we need. Yeah, we finally have a wizard's ring. Not like an incredibly important item, especially at this point in the game where I am at close to max level. But this wizard's ring is the only item in the game that can restore MP. And I think, so like when you use it, it restores, I don't know, like 10 to 30 MP. And it also has like a 1 in 4 chance of breaking, and it will be removed from your inventory. So yo, everyone put a ring in the chat. Speaking of which, Genevieve B, did some puppy summon me? Hey. Yeah, also put the puppies in the chat. A little puppy dog. Jilla Trades, good morning, Karma. You need to take some sick days. Remove the reps for the day. Also, grats on the rare drop. Jilla Trades. Okay, so I'm not doing anything beyond my means right now. I appreciate the concern. I want to hang out. Peanut butter pubby. Yes. Time for the hard-hitting question. Who's winning the Royal Rumble tomorrow? Donovan M, that's a great question. I don't pay attention to wrestling anymore. Although I am reading this book about the NWO and the cultural phenomenon that these wrestlers created in the 90s. What are the options? What are my choices? Probably a whole bunch of people that I've like heard of but don't really know who they are. And then Ric Flair, because like I don't know, that guy's still wrestling. No, he's not. Sting was still wrestling until like a year ago. That guy was wrestling till he was like 69. But yeah, put those rings and puppies in the chat, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Oops. Someone's asleep. I didn't realize. So Gwen hit this baboon with a stick. Don't cast. Sacrifice. Hey, thanks, Jill of Trades. But yeah, speaking of reps, damn, we did 163 curls yesterday. My arms still kind of feel it, so thank you so much for the workout, everybody. If we get donations today, let's do squats. Quick guns. Good morning, all. Randy Orton, I sort of know who that is. Oba Femi, Roman Reigns are my top 3. Yeah, okay, I know Roman Reigns. That guy won one recently, right? Death Bob, I appreciate you following my friend's YouTube. That game dev YouTube that I posted in the Discord. Appreciate you. I saw that you commented on his video. Someone I knew from college. Never really like, we hung out at like parties. We're never really like close friends, but that guy's cool. Jen B, you're a peanut butter puppy I can jam with. Sean R. That's a good one. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, we made it to Middenhall Castle. Let's ruin it. Let's ruin the illusion. Back in 2017, I think. I guess, yeah, maybe that was a long time ago, Donovan M. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember there was like an event at my local bar to watch the Royal Rumble. Obafemi is a genetic freak, the likes of Brock Lesnar in the early 2000s. Yeah, I was never a huge fan of Brock Lesnar, but I know who that is. That dude was in the NFL at some point, too. Breeze D said, just pre-ordered DQ7 Remake for Switch, and I can't wait. I was playing the third one. I was playing DQ3 Remake earlier today. I have a character named Genevieve. Maybe I should make a Jill of Trades. I don't know. Or a Sean R. Or a Gold Batboon. Kraken, what's going on? Howdy, but I'm making pasta. Lord Toasts? Yeah, right. You're making toast. And the UFC heavyweight champion. Donovan M. Yeah, he was like a fighter. Alright, I almost used outside there. I was looking for a different spell that began with O. And I would have been like, oh shoot, if I did that. Brock's run in the UFC was awesome. Yeah, so like, I know UFC is wildly popular. I don't think I personally know anyone who watches it. It's kind of another one of those weird things where like, we were talking earlier about how, a couple days ago, about how like, the Marvel movies and like properties that are related to comic books, Nick DeFrenchie, are wildly popular, but I don't know that many, like, I don't know anyone who, in real life, who actually, like, buys comic books, you know? Or maybe I do, and we've just never talked about it. Sorry, wrestling is damn near my lifeblood. Donovan M? No, you don't have to apologize for talking about your interests. You're not, like, spamming the chat or anything, like those kids who talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. Which I also don't mind to an extent, but then every now and then it's like, you know how the Sonic and sometimes the Mega Man fandom are. Like, you'll get someone in the chat who it's like, that's all they want to talk about, and they ask some Sonic-related question every 3 minutes, and I'm like, hey man, like, it's cool that you're into Sonic, but, I can't handle the spam right now. I can't, Black Betty, handle spam. Whoops, whoa, Bleddy? Yeah, that's how my mind is working right now. I tried to make a joke, and my brain fumbled the words. Black Betty, handle spam. Lily K, what's going on? Nice, solo hero or a generic? You talking about this playthrough? Oh, generic, and I'm trying to get, to the, max level. I liked The Flash, says Nick DeFrenchie. Yeah, you would like The Flash. I buy comics. James Bond, Dick Tracy, used to get Star Wars. Just got a collection of The Spirit. Oh yeah, we were talking about this, weren't we, Sean? Been playing the original DQ3 for Switch, doing a solo run lately. Like, oh yeah, like a port. The Switch port is kind of like the mobile version, right? Yeah, Kraken, been getting, migraines and just, like, general pain from weather for a couple days now, and it's affecting my sleep, and I, like, just physically do not feel good. But no excuses. We're doing squats. How about Sonic? Yo. But Sonic? Alves, oh my gosh, shut up. Welcome. I'm not on lunch yet, so I lurked. Genevieve B? Good. I like Sonic too. He's fast, like the Flash. You'll be okay. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I got water in a mug, and this is the mug that Genevieve B got me. So it's special. Supersonic with bacon. Joe, that sounds great. I had bacon yesterday, and this morning there was some left over, so I had the last one. Yo, Atlas? Hardly newest. Let's actually have Gwen parry, because this guy loves to pick on Gwen. Okay, he hit Esgar there. That's fine. Let's heal all him as he parries. Kinda sucks that I missed. Why are you so obsessed with me? Genevieve B, like, have you seen you? Also, you funny as heck. I was watching one of my old streams. Looking for, like, some cheap shorts content that I could make, you know? Just by, like, clipping an old stream. And, I was watching the part where we were streaming Super Mario RPG. We were streaming Super Mario RPG, and it was the part where we got to Star Hill. And, if you're familiar with the game, you remember that, scattered across Star Hill, which is where wishes on shooting stars will fall before they can come true. You'll see these, like, these tiny little stars with these cute little faces, and if you interact with them, a lot of them are wishes. Oh, I guess all of them are wishes from other characters in the game. And so, for example, one of the stars you can find is, I want to be a world-class baker. And obviously that's Chef Torte, who is wishing to become a world-class baker. Then there's another you can find where there's a short scene, and the wish is like, please let Mallow find his way home. And Mallow's like, oh my god, this is from my parents. But then there's another wish that's like, I want to be a great plumber like my brother Mario. And during the stream, I read it out loud, and I was like, I wonder who that could be from. And Genevieve B shouts out in the chat, Link in all caps. That one made me laugh. Ooh, did Guinevere get defeated there? Sonic's a world-class baker. Alves, oh my god. Jill of Trades Kraken, yeah, you like that too. A very KarmaJolt YouTube channel flavored comment. Yo, heal more, healed for exactly 50 there? What's the range on heal more? I actually don't know. 50 to 80, something like that? Lonk is the correct answer, never Sonic. KarmaJolt. I'm great today because it's finally Friday, baby. Woohoo. Yo, Dendon? Hell yeah. I will do this all day. Alves? Alright, as long as you tell your friends I'm great. But you have to do it really fast, like The Flash. Link. What if there was a C spell, an improved one called See More? L6? As long as you get to see all eventually. Welcome. Robert R, I see you. Simon D. Welcome in, everybody. He's too impatient, says Nick DeFrenchie. Who, Sonic? He's like, I'm waiting. How much snow did y'all get? Kraken? Nearly a foot? Oh, you freaks in the chat, like, a foot? Kevin Smith! Hey, finally got it sent out. Should be headed your way. Hell yeah, I'm psyched. Yo, everyone put a 4 in the chat for Kevin Smith, who is sending me a copy of Dragon Warrior 4. Like, really? Like, you're just... For me? I can has? No expectations other than I'm definitely gonna stream it? Thank you so much. That's crazy. IV, yes. DW4 for Fui. Yeah, Death Bob. Insane generosity. And he's like putting in the effort to go to the post office and send it to me. That's about what we got. It's already handled though for the most part. Yeah, Kraken, I had to do some shoveling. Wasn't that bad though. It was real light and fluffy. Massive props to Kevin. Wait, hold on. I gotta read the numbers too. Kevin Smith 4927. What a sweetheart is right, Dagger. Did you see that I mentioned you in the short that I posted today? Let's use defeat. Freaks in the chat being like, defeat? It got 3 out of 4 of them. That's pretty good. Are you gonna buy the new game Tomodachi Life Living the Dream for your Nintendo Switch, KarmaJolt? I like never got into that series. I don't really know what it's about, but it looks like one of those games where like you have like an avatar and you hang out with friends online and you play weird mini games. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Currently working, but I will check it later, KJ. I know you will, Dagger. Hey, thank you so much for the memberships yesterday. Sonic has really good pretzels, too. Joe, I haven't been to a Sonic since, like, probably 2015. God, I ate this morning, and I am quite hungry right now. Usually, like, when I feel, like, an emptiness inside me, and, like, I have, like, you know, I get the hunger while I'm streaming, I'll think, like, oh, I didn't eat breakfast. That's why I feel so hungry right now. But I did. So I wonder what it could be. Sonic will be mentioned in a Lundra stream today. You playing that? Alves? I want to focus on finishing this game. So I'll probably do this today, this afternoon, and then later tonight we'll end it. Explodette hit, and that's good. Oh wait, no, that was the goo. Never mind. Last year, I dang near did my entire block in the street just for the love of the game. Shoveling snow, Kraken? Yo, that's so nice of you. Do you have a Super Nintendo? I do. I do have a Super SNES system, Kevin Smith. Michael, welcome. Hello, sir. Looks like you're getting closer to achieving your grind. Yeah, about to get some level ups real soon, as a matter of fact. Your body is trying to subliminally store up fat for the winter. Death Bob, I hope not. I've been skipping snacks so that I can lose some weight, Rogue Effect. Don't put the popcorn in my chat, oh my gosh! Well, then you may have a few more games sent your way as well. See how you think of them. One of them is going to be Lagoon! Oh my gosh. Kevin Smith. I love me anything that has goon in it. Legend of Dragoon, for example? That's got drag and goon. Two of my favorite things. Sorry. I am sorry. Pepcorn is healthy. Yeah, not the one I have, though, Rogue Effect. This one is like the quadruple butter and unhealth. Extra unhealthiness added. I'm against diets. Nick DeFrenchie, it's not that I'm dieting, it's just that I know I shouldn't be snacking nearly as much. So I'm cutting back on it. Oh, shoot. Esgar survived a crit there. He's gonna get hit, though. No? Lagoon is a spin-off from Final Fantasy, almost like Mystic Quest. I guess I didn't realize that, Kevin Smith. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of Bahamut Lagoon, which is different. Avis P! Glad I listened to that. MSG, baby, yeah, Alves. Madison Square Garden, or monosodium glutamate? I'm on a seafood diet. Genevieve B, tell me about it. Quality PS1 game not a lot of people remember. I think I actually have my disc copy of Dragoon. Yeah, Sean R sent me disc 3 for Legend of Dragoon because we were streaming it all like years ago. And I ran into so many problems with that game. Not necessarily with that game, but you know, my PlayStation broke as I was streaming it, and then I got a PS2 and that broke as well. And then we got to disc 3 and it wouldn't read. So Sean R sent me a new disc 3, I'm pretty sure. Sasser, what's going on? Cutting back on snacking? Oops, I just devoured half a sleeve of trefoils. Yeah, Girl Scout cookies, right? Metal Sear Gallad, that's it, Rogue Effect. Yo, the goo got promoted to the next level. 1 power. 3 speed. How much HP am I getting here? Cursed game. I see food, I eat it. Yeah, that's right, Simon D. Only foods shaped like a C. Yeah, quick guns, so like bananas. Certain types of sausages. Croissant, that begins with a C. Paperboy, I found a ROM hack for Bahamut Lagoon back in the 2000s that was translated. I did as well. Yeah, I played it a little bit in high school. Didn't get too far in it. Have you worked through the 2 Lunar games? Never played those. Lunar Eternal Blue, right? Good times. Kids these days don't know about multiple discs. Yeah, Kraken, they don't until we explain it to them, and then they're like, oh, okay, got it. Beat the Fungin today? Probably later tonight, Oakley the Needle. Joseph Neal says 5. Michael says 4. GF Paperboy says 3. East says 9. Quick Gun says 3. 1. Kielbasa. And Frank Hines with the cool $4.31. Oh my gosh. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put, speaking of crescent-shaped foods, everyone put the hot dog in the chat for Frank Hines. I swear you said Gooner games. I was excited. Genevieve B, I did. We were talking about Legend of Dragoon. Hey, Frank, thank you so much. It works because a Frank is a wiener, is a hot dog, and then Heinz is a ketchup brand. My God. Appreciate you, Frank Hines. Let's explode on these blizzards. Speaking of Sonic. Oh, wait, no, that's a Dairy Queen thing, right? East 500. Scythe, I see you as well. Scythe is crescent-shaped, but not a food. Alves, that spicy pepper in the chat, that's like C-shaped, right? Duane Kaiser says, hey, KarmaJolt, enjoying DQ2? I am, and we're trying to get to level a billion. We're trying to get all the way to max level. Footlong chili cheese coney from Sonic. I think I've had that before, Joe. But also, as I was saying, I don't know if there's a Sonic near me. So it's been a long time since I've been. Yo, Dagger with a cool $2.38 saying fun numbers. I think you mean fumbers. Dagger, yo, thank you so much. Everyone put the dagger in the chat. Put a little knifey knife. So what would that be? 669. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Joseph Neal with a cool 2 British pounds saying, take my UK money. 274 in your money. Okay, let's do the math then. Yeah, put a dagger and a pup. Put a puppy with a knife in the chat for Dagger and Joseph Neal, the Lillipup. Okay, so 274 you said? All right, let's add the 2. And then 70 would be this. Plus 4 would be... We got 9.43 squats to go, everybody. I'll portman your toe. Genevieve B, no, my toesies. They're so cold right now. Yeah, we love a good portmanteau over here. We also love a good porch every now and then. We classy. Pinky up. A port is not technically wine, right? Like, it's one of those things that's like, you have to specifically call it a port because it's from a certain region of France. Like how champagne is champagne, but anything else that's not technically from the Champagne region is technically not champagne. Right? Is that how that is? A port is where you take your boat. Death Bob, it's also like when game companies are like, we want to re-release this game for a different console. It also means door in French. Thank you for the daggers and the pups, everyone. I'll pay $50 if you do Lunar SSS, the first game, as your next stream game. I played it when it re-released on PS1, and it was so cute and old school. Scythe, I'm interested in playing it. I've got such a backlog of games that I gotta get to. So, coming up soon, we're doing... I want to do Skies of Arcadia, because I did have somebody else promise me a God tier membership. My guy Nightwish was like, yo, if you do Skies of Arcadia, God tier membership. So, and I happen to have a copy of that, so easy money. Literally. Or, I don't know, difficult money. Maybe it'll be hard, but I'll do it, and I want to. Port wine from Portugal. Thank you, East 500. Ooh, never played Skies. But yeah, Scythe, that said, I've been told many times that Lunar is a great game, and I have heard the soundtrack, and it's pretty dope. So I want to get to that eventually. Port is from the verb porter, meaning to hold. Or is it pour? Do I pronounce the T? Speaking of the T, all I have is water. Strawberry wine. 17. Genevieve B. I was 17 when I heard that song for the first time with my then GF, who is quite lovely and is a great friend of mine and still supports me to this day. Supports? Like the wine from Portugal? But yeah, never gonna forget that song, even if I don't remember the tune. Yo, Scythe? Welcome to God tier. Hell yeah, dude. Everyone put a Scythe in the chat if there is an emoji for that. Hey, thank you so much. Scyther. Hardly knew her. Yo, wait, hold on. So God tier, that's $25 a month. What a commitment. For that, I'm gonna add... Here's my logic. Memberships get an extra rep. So when somebody donates 5 memberships, that's 6 squats times 5, which is 30. This is pretty much the same donation. So I'm gonna add 30 to the to-go counter. Hey! The T is silent in port. Merci beaucoup. Nick the Frenchie. Scythe. Hey! Reaper. Damn near killed her. Kraken? Yeah, Scythe, thank you so much. When KJ was 17, I was 8 or 9. Avis, you'll always be a 10 to me. And thank you for attending my streams. Sickle? Wait, that one doesn't work, Kraken. Yo, Scythe, thank you so much. Alright, so tell me about Lunar SSS. Does that stand for something? Super Saiyan Vegeta? I got you, homie. I was thrown off that it didn't have my name on the mobile. Oh, Brad K! Okay, yeah, welcome back. Yeah, so... I guess it's been a while, but... A while back... Silver Star Story. Nah, yeah, that's too hard to say. Give me the triple S's in that case, Dagger. I ain't pronouncing all that. Yeah, a while back, YouTube was like, you know what, we're not gonna, if you're on a live stream, and it's in mobile format, we are no longer gonna use your YouTube screen name, we're just gonna use your login. Your login. No Scythe emoji, what else can we do? I don't know. Ask my friend Brad K. Yeah, the spicy pepper is kind of like a scythe in shape. Yeah, Rogue Effect with the crescent moon. That's what I get for watching in the shower. Yeah, I'm not sure it makes a difference where you are. I think it's the format I'm streaming in. Or maybe it's just any sort of live stream. You show up in the chat with your login rather than your chosen screen name. Name a famous or fictional scythe. East 500? Reaper's Toll is the name of the scythe in Diablo 2 that I currently use on my werewolf druid. Of course, I swap his weapon so often. Avis P. Gundam Death Scythe, my OG name. Heck yeah. Jill did it first, says Rogue Effect. Yeah, but I'm giving you credit because I don't want to make it seem like I'm flirting too hard with Jill of Trades, you know? Alright, let's save the game here and reset so we can fight Pazuzu again. Did what? The Crescent Moons. That's so silly of YouTube to do. Getting rid of YouTube usernames, kind of annoying. I know! I have to relearn who everyone is. Okay, so we save the game, let's reset, so that we can respawn the bosses that we defeated in the Fungeon Scythe. That's why I'm resetting. Because when I go to Hargon's castle and fight the bosses, they are gone until I save and reset. Furthermore, one of them has a really rare chance to drop a mysterious hat, and that's why we are respawning them. Legacy Nesferatu. This is Dragon Warrior 2 on the Nintendo NES system. I think I'm gonna eat in my cube today, says Genevieve. Yo, everyone put a cube in the chat. Some sort of cube. Like, like the dice emoji? Bro, don't bogart the Fungeons. East 500? Dang, I definitely ate this morning, but I'm starting to feel a little bit jittery. I'll be right back. Let me get something with some calories in it. I'm trying to take care of myself, but I'm failing at it, I guess. Call me Sasser. I see you with the ice cube, baby. The only ice I respect. Alright, first, we're doing a shot of Danimals, everybody. In honor of my friend YY, who got me hooked on him. Everyone put the Y's in the chat. I'm gonna get a little bit of calories in me. A little bit of sustenance. Yeah, East is good enough. Everyone put YS except for East 500, who spells his name with a YS. And I find that comical. CJ, welcome. I got some squats to do. Before I do those, though, I want to get some calories in me, you know? Sonic says, get chili dogs. Yeah, would love to put a sausage in me. To eat a hot dog, I mean. I hear it. I hear how it sounds. Funyuns in the Fungeon. Simon D, I wish. Wait, pizza, though? Oh, Rogue Effect. Okay, yeah, so a lot of people have been suggesting a pizza unboxing stream. And Rogue Effect understands the timing. You gotta suggest it when I'm hungry, and then I'll be like, hell yeah, let's do that. I've already committed. Let's do a pizza unboxing tonight, everybody. K. Laurie's Epic Stories. We watch KJ to feel nostalgic glories. Every game, never the same, but familiar enough, and that's the aim. Like, sub, and donate, cause Karma's the greatest and deserves the fame. Hey, Enigma, that was You know what? I should put on a fat beat when I read your comments. All right, the animals. Sonic says behave, says Alves. Gulp a glizzy, that's it. Awesome poem, I hardly know him. Am I right, Michael? Lol, the drop-off. That was Kraken? I'm glad you find me funny and entertaining. Genevieve B, what? 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 Oh, I see what. She just donated $5. Look at this. How are you supposed to get pizza when today is protest/shutdown? Oh, shoot. You're right, Genevieve B. All right, I'm committing to it tomorrow, everyone. We'll do pizza stream tomorrow. That way I can make sure that Lexi Wolf knows we're doing a pizza stream and Nicholas D knows we're doing a pizza stream. Genevieve B, thank you so much for reminding me. Everyone put a puppy in the chat. Yeah, today is like a global, like, don't spend any money protest, and I kind of want to participate in that. So thank you so much, Genevieve B. She reminded me. Yeah, put those puppies in the chat. And also, hey, thank you for the cool $5. She's so nice and sweet, Bob. Wait, I just gave $5 to YouTube, though. No, Genevieve B, it's mostly going to me, so don't even worry about it. I ain't going nowhere today. Yeah, East. Pub B, that's it. Yeah, Genevieve B, the Pub B. General striking is definitely up on the God tier list of things. Yeah, Simon D, speaking of general striking, I have really been thinking about getting Tekken 8 and joining Avis and Nicholas D and Sears and who else plays with them? Simon D, you haven't been joining them, have you? Yeah, no spending money today, everyone. We are protesting ICE. Yeah, so I understand if you're conflicted about donations today. Not gonna lie, I'm kinda ashamed of myself. I've been playing Fortnite with a friend of mine. Kraken? It's brave of you to admit that. Legacy Nesferatu put triple dots in the chat. What are you thinking? How many levels are left for each character? Approximately 3. Because it's different max for each character. So 3 for the Goo, 3 for Esgar, 2 for Gwen. But KJ is notably not Ice. Bill Mozart, thank you for noticing. You don't have to talk to these dudes. Tekken 8 has Yoshimitsu. Love that. KJ, play what you like. Any Enigma? I'm gonna play all of your tracks in my car, and I'm gonna bump it throughout the neighborhood. I protest in spirit, but I must eat today. I wish I had tracks. His rhymes are fresh and his face is fine. Dude's got tracks like F-Zero 99. Any Enigma, you can have that one. Just knowing you listen to JV and B sometimes makes me proud enough. Any Enigma, I'm gonna make you unproud. What is JV and B? Junior Varsity and Genevieve B. I don't protest things that don't affect me, just saying. Yeah, Kraken, but here's the thing, is that, like, I'm trying to protect my neighbors, you know what I mean? That's not the way to be. Joey Valence and Bray, yeah, hit ya with the punk tactics. That's one of those songs that I, like, never looked at the app to see who the artist was. It impacts everyone, that's true, Genevieve B. Yeah, like a pastor from a local church was abducted by ICE. Nobody's heard from him since. If you're okay with people being murdered and taken, then I don't want to know you. Yeah, Genevieve B. Can't speak for people I don't know type stuff. Kraken, but like, you don't like read the news, or? Only ice we have in Canada is actual ice, says Uber Noob. Must be nice. Their actions are heinous and negatively impacts U.S. society on multiple levels. Nah, it's depressing. Yeah. People say, well, two wrongs don't make a right. Do not start with that. Yeah, uh-huh. Try to keep my life at a local level. I don't... That's like kind of disappointing, my man. Avis, I see you. People are asking to stop calling them ICE. It makes them seem more legitimate than they are. East, yeah, like, what should we call them? The Gestapo? It's kind of what they are. ICE only belongs in drinks. Their actions, along with CBP... Border Patrol? Something Border Patrol? Are unconscionable. Trump troopers has experienced loss. I prefer Timu Gestapo, personally. So, Kraken, are you saying that, like, if somebody was, like, stabbing me, you wouldn't intervene? But the banger dungeon theme, hey, yeah, that's right, Scythe. This theme is, like, all business, too. I'm all for legal immigration and not a fan of people coming over here illegally, but ICE is out of hand right now and it's wild. Joe, and that's like a moderate position. Like, okay, like, I don't necessarily agree, but if you have some sort of stance that, like, well, we should have legal immigration, that's fine. But like Joe, a lot of people I know are a little conservative, you know, and they're like, yeah, we should have legal immigration, but, like, why did they pin that dude, then take his weapon away, then shoot him 11 times? That's bad. And it's like, yes, thank you. Thank you for at least meeting me there. Yeah, our country is under martial law. Oh, I should focus here or else Gwen will get bopped. Alright, I had her guard and then I heal moored her. Probably gonna do that again. Dungeon theme sort of sounds like Metal Gear NES song. It's got a similar vibe. Yeah, for sure. We recently played that. I'm upset that I'm getting ish on instantly for trying to not have a defined opinion on something I can't affect. I'll leave, though. It's okay. Love y'all either way. Yeah, no, Kraken, I just don't understand why, like, it's like, there are people murdering innocent people on one side, and then on the other side, you have people saying, stop murdering us, and your position is like, I'm gonna stay in the middle. What? It's like there's a clear good and evil here, you know? Michael with the cool 10 Canadians saying, hey, Karma. I avant to see how lucky is the chance spell. Oh yeah, we gotta use that. Oh, so like I said, if we get a $10 or more donation in the chat, I will use the chance spell. And I kind of forgot about that when we got a God tier membership. Kraken, come on, man. Alright, dude, I'll see you later. Hey, everyone put the M's in the chat for Michael. Yeah, let's use the chance spell in battle. We gotta do it twice. Hey, Kraken, don't do the thing where you, like, side with the bad guys and then pretend to take the moral high ground. Not here, my man. Christopher R., what's going on? What do you mean you're not, dude? Take some accountability, please. Did Chance not do anything there? Alright, defeat is not gonna work against us. What is this guy thinking? Hey, thanks for the M's, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Rogue Effect. Okay, unequivocally, if there are Nazis in the street killing people, which is not an exaggeration, that is what is happening in my city. That is happening in my country. If there are Nazis in the street beating people, kidnapping them, and no one ever sees them again, they're assaulting people in jail and detention, and you don't stand up against that, or you specifically speak out to say, I'm not going to take a side, then you are a sympathizer. And that is bad. Yeah, my friends are being taken, says Genevieve B. In multiple American cities at that. Yeah, Simon D, like, even if it weren't my city, that shouldn't happen anywhere. Yeah, CJ, it's happening in the USA right now. Redston, yep, thank you. Hey, let's reset. I might have accidentally hit don't save there. I'm gonna do it again for safety. Stick around, Kraken. We need all sides. We do not, Alves. We don't need, like, a devil's advocate. We don't need anyone saying, well, gee, I just don't think it's that bad, when it is. That's a short, says Scythe. What, me accidentally saving twice? Maybe it's getting banned to be viewed in Canada or something because I'm in Canada right now and I never heard of this. CJ, I know a lot of people, like, their algorithm just, like, absolutely avoids political content. As it stands right now, for the most part, under civil law, immigration is, for the most part, under civil law, so technically those in the country illegally are not even criminals like Trump says. Yeah, uh-huh. But also, Grimburn, God, like, anytime we talk about this, we have to mention that immigrants in this country who are here legally are getting detained. They're getting taken from their, like, their court hearings. They're doing all the steps, and Republicans for years have been like, I don't care if, you know, if they're black, white, brown, or purple, or whatever, as long as they do it the right way. Okay, well, the people doing it the right way, like you've been wanting them to do for decades, are getting detained while they're at their immigration hearings, dude. Corn, what's going on? Wow, I'm so mad I don't even get to enjoy my food. Genevieve B. Yeah, that's like really disappointing to find out about someone you respect. Ice has messed with me for sure, but we will win. I'm a middle ground person, I guess. I'm a brown guy having been pulled out. I guess I just wish we can do better. Yeah, I mean, Alves. That's a fine position. Ah, the classic double save is right, Scythe. Alright, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more, and then we'll focus on the game. Guess I walked in at the wrong time. I love the fact that you guys always have open discussions. Corn? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, so long story short, ICE has been doing illegal stuff. They have been violating our Constitution. They are breaking into houses illegally without search warrants, which is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. They've been detaining people who are here legally, which the Supreme Court was like, hey, stop doing that, and Trump was like, no. Yo, we got wiped. So even if you've seen the videos of them doing these heinous things in the street and you're like, well, I need more evidence, the fact remains they've been ordered by the Supreme Court to, like, stop what they're doing, and they're just like, no. You gotta see that that's bad, right? Good thing you saved. Yeah, Zilla Trades. I got defeated, like, pretty instantly there. Christopher R., that can just happen in this game. Even German said Bovino looks like a Nazi. Oh, he's trying, Nick the Frenchie. Like, he's specifically dressing like them, too. And ICE keeps having these slogans that are ripped directly from the history books. Like that, one of ours, all of yours slogan that they used for that press conference. Guess where they got that? I wouldn't have guessed. Oh, my point is that even under the most generous information that I can reasonably give, ICE is still a bunch of jackboot thugs that need to stop existing. Yes, Grimburn. It's like, at best, they are bad, and at worst, they are very, very, very bad. So I'm not sure how you can be like, oh, I'm indifferent. I'm gonna take a neutral position on this. Like, I'm glad I'm strong, I guess. They're an insurrectionist force claiming to get rid of an invasion, not supported by the government, but supported by the commander-in-chief. Yeah, East? You're right. The crap that ICE is doing right now is out of hand wild, and it needs to stop. Joe, yes, thank you. Joe, if I may, are you a little bit conservative? I know it ain't okay. I've been there literally. Alves, that's fine. How do I look this up? I don't even know what's happening in the US. Oh, CJ, yeah, from where you're at, I would guess, you said you were in Canada? Oops, I attacked with Gwen. I imagine if you Google, like, USA, I did it again. USA, ICE overreach or something, you'll probably get unbiased sources from Canadian news. Anyway, yeah, that said, I welcome my conservative friends here. I know a lot of us differ on a lot of opinions, but I do appreciate my conservative friends being like, yeah, wow, this is bad, and, like, we agree on this. Canadian Broadcasting Company has some info on this stuff. Okay. Thanks, Simon D. America is better than this. It can be, it used to be. Not by much, but yes, Alves. CJ, yeah. Okay, last I'm going to talk about this today, I think. CJ, ICE unalived a guy with 11 attempts after removing his long-distance hole punch, to borrow some YouTube language. Yes. They disarmed him, they had him pinned to the ground, and then they executed him. They executed him with like an entire clip, basically. Conservatism should never have anything to do with extremism. Thank you, Nick the Frenchie. Having a panic attack over government forms and stuff, my body just reacts in the worst way. Pomunson, I'm glad you're here. Clip, eh? Trico? Yeah, we're gonna make some shorts. doing all I can, but I live in an aggressive Republican area. Hell, I posted flyers online about everyone's rights with ICE on the neighborhood app, and I got attacked for it. Wow, Jill of Trades. And what I'm seeing online is that people who are, like, staunchly Republican and even, like, some MAGA people, like, there was an instance, I read about something where, like, a MAGA guy was like, ICE broke into my house, and, like, or maybe it was he got pulled out of a car. But anyway, a guy had, like, a bad interaction with ICE, and was like, I don't know if I can support this anymore. And, like, all of his MAGA friends are like, you're dead to us. Get out of my life. And it's like, dude, like, these people, like, they have this little cult where all they do is they live in this echo chamber where they, like, validate each other's opinions and, like, just, like, drool over, like, conservative ideas. But then as soon as somebody's like, I'm gonna question this, they're like, get out, you're no longer one of us. Not a huge fan of illegal immigration, but I'm not a fan of Nazis murdering people in the streets of a free nation. Joe, that's fine with me. We can disagree on the first part, but I'm glad you agree on the second part. Autumn Sprites. I watched a short of you about the recorder in Zelda 1, yeah, and felt offended that you called Link Zelda and Luigi. Autumn Sprites? Yeah, no, there's definitely a bunch of people on the comments to those videos being like, his name is Link, idiot! And it's like, people are still falling for this joke, huh? Anyway, let's do some squats. Esgar got promoted to the next level. How much strength are we getting here? I feel like no fault of my own. Am I getting D'd over? Yeah, Pamunson, that said, a lot of people are coming here legally, or at least they're trying to do it the legal way. And it just takes 5 years at, you know, at minimum? Corruption Aura, how are you? Alright, let's do 15 squats and see how we feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, good set. We did a full 20. A-tier rage bait, the Zelda thing. Metroid 2, love it. Yeah, Grimburn. Appreciate you. And there are some people who are, like, they're putting a lot of comments on my videos anytime I do that. So, like, for those who don't know, it's, at this point, it's a running joke on the channel. I've been doing it for years. I will purposely call Link Zelda, or I'll call Luigi Green Mario, or I'll call Samus Metroid. And it always gets comments from people being like, you idiot, that's not the character's name, or something like that, you know? But sometimes I'll get a fan who also keeps putting those like lately I had someone comment about what I call the characters on like 4 different shorts of mine, and is responding to people who are trying to continue the running joke. So I have to be like, alright dude, before you call anyone else an idiot and get mad, I have to explain that this is a joke, you know? So hopefully they get it. Yo, we only got 1 power there. 2 speed. 4 HP, 4 MP. Alright, little bit of everything, but look at this. We're at the final stretch, where we only need a little more than 100,000. TBH, it should be called The Legend of Link because it makes more sense. Yeah, but CJ, okay, so I have people tell me all the time, like I'll call Link Zelda, and then every now and then I'll get someone who's genuinely like, hey, I like your content, but the character's name is Link, not Zelda. It's a common mistake people make. And like, okay, I appreciate you being friendly about it, is what I'll say to this hypothetical person that I'm making up for this example. But like, at this point, is it a common mistake? Like, I remember... I don't know, I don't think anyone's actually genuinely got Link confused with Zelda. Conflated, I should say. Since, like, 1995. Continuously. I'm one of those fans who wants to see you beat different video games. Continuously? Yeah, I understand. I'll get to more games soon. The Legend of Link 2, The Adventure of Link. Yeah, Jill of Trades, I actually just found out the other day, I never really thought about this, but Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, is not called The Legend of Zelda 2, it's just Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. It's people getting butthurt over silly stuff. Yeah, to be fair, Simon D, most people, when they realize it's a joke, they're like, oh, I should have known. Yeah, alright, you got me. And it's like, alright, you're a good sport. Which one's the Pokemon? East 500? I kind of want to do Pokemon Platinum soon. Ash Ketchup is Pokemon's. To be fair, during the game, Zelda in Zelda 2 is asleep, so where's the legend? Kuda guy! If I slept for 6 days straight, there would be legends about me. Use my art, finally. Yeah, no, I want to play Pokemon Platinum because Genevieve B made a really good MS Paint thumbnail for me. How much is your weights? Oh, the hand weights are 20 pounds each, Corn. I thought I was getting more for Christmas, but, I got some other cool gifts instead. I like in the family group chat before Christmas, we're always like, all right, what does everyone want? Because like at this point we've known each other for 40 years. You know what I mean? So it's like, what more can I get you for Christmas that you actually want and can use? So this year I was like, you know what? I might actually need heavier hand weights. And people were like, okay, and then nobody got them for me. Not that I mind, like, you know, had a great holiday. Just weird that, like, you know, they asked for suggestions, and they're like, cool, we won't do that. We'll do something else. So that said, my parents got me, like, a lot of wrestling-related stuff, like t-shirts and this book that I've been reading, and it's pretty cool. I know you're just in a cozy mode, but you're also perfectly dressed for the flu. Yeah, Ryan K. It was real cold earlier. Mitch Ref? Wait. I actually don't know that one. Oh, I haven't slept for 3 days because that would be too long. Ah, yeah, okay, I see it now, Sasser. Oh, Sasser, that reminds me. Earlier in the game, in fact, I think I included this in a short about the hint that you get for the water crest. But there was an old man who was like, what was the exact line? It was something like, the road to Rhone was once to the west of this monolith. And then I ad-libbed, it still is, but it once was as well. A take on a classic Mitch Hedberg joke. Did I do the wrong spell? The what weights? The hand weights. Have you spoken to Dustin lately? Yeah, Genevieve B, why? It's been a couple days, but yeah. Happy Friday, everyone. Hey, Corn. Appreciate you. Oops. I practice drums. Wait, who said that? With 5-pound wrist weights and steel sticks. That's hardcore. Just saw his Facebook post? I'm not on Facebook, Genevieve B. Is it something you need to text me about? Macho Man Randy Savage, best wrestler of all time? Yo, Joe. I got something for you then. Oh, they're right here. Ooh, yeah. Sears, you should get fingerless gloves. +2 strength. -10 fingers. 1 second, everybody. Oh boy, okay. Sorry everyone, this is real important. I'm gonna text my friend Dustin. Thank you, Genevieve. Brock Lesnar gonna win the Royal Rumble. It's weird how often I talk about that guy on stream. Jay Lethal greater than Randall Poffo. Hashtag just saying. Randy Poffo was Randy Macho Man Savage's real name, right? Who is Jay Lethal? Simon D. Is that a previous name? Send chat love to Dustin. Yeah. Everyone put a dustpan in the chat. My friend Dustin Bonk, an IRL friend who occasionally shows up to the streams, but he's on my skee-ball team, Final Fantasy. Yeah, I can fight some metal battles, sure. Dustpan. Take your time. IRL greater than stream. Thank you, Alves. Yeah, that was Savage's real name. No, he was Flash Funk in WWE. So who's Jay Lethal in that case, Simon D? I never went too deep into like the history of wrestling, or any history that includes like before 1996, which is about when I started watching. Let's go. Yeah, Joe. I know you like these. Shoutouts to my brother who got me these for a previous Christmas. Oh, Lethal. Jay Lethal was Flash Funk in WWE. I see. Kansas. Dust in the Wind. Great song, East. Dust in the Bonk. His last name is Bonk, too, and that's really cool. Huge fan of WWE. I don't miss anything, says Michael. Hell yeah. Dang, Gwen just took like 100 damage. Alright, she took 51 there. I need scissors. 51. No, hey, Lethal. I see. Jay Lethal has an alias called Black Machismo, in which he parodies Randy Savage. He has a great Randy Savage impression. An even better Ric Flair impression. Oh, that's awesome, Simon D. Sears, I see now that you said... Well, I saw earlier that you said, hey, Lethal instead of Jay Lethal. But I can't tell when you're making an intentional typo, you know? I don't know Randy's real name, but I do know that was Randy's real voice. Jay Lethal keeping it J-Lo. Jill of Trades. J-O-T. Let's just bop this dude with a stick. Corn, there's no dustpan emoji. I guess I just assumed I wasn't LeMayo. Sears? Alright, thanks for spelling it out for me. Literally. Take that, Bazuzu. Gwen has 69 MP. Alright, no hat. Can I just jump off here? See ya. Yeah, Joe, I got you. We got brooms. Avis P. Close enough. Let's save thy deeds. Ric Flair was the worst. Wait, why do you say that, Joe? I hear these days he's just like a drunken old man who gets thrown out of bars. Alright, we're resetting to reset the, respawn the bosses. Specifically Bazuzu. Hey, Sears, I got your message. Thank you so much. My friend named Sears in the chat is sending me a copy of Dragon Quest Monsters. So I can stream it, autograph it, and then send it back. I won't autograph it. Unless you want. No dustpan. Whack. Alvez, hey, appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you soon. $1 Million Man was cool. Yeah, Ted DiBiase, or how do you pronounce his name? I've only ever read it. We can send you stuff to sign. Rogue Effect? Not you. I'll send you stuff to sign. I have had some people reach out to me being like, hey, can I send you stuff? And I don't know. I was a little bit hesitant, but these were people who have been showing up to the stream for freaking ever, so... You pronounce it okay. Thank you. Look out for my PC case in a few weeks. That sounds threatening, Rogue Effect. Actually, though? Oh, my neck is real crunchy today. It's heavy. Well, Rogue Effect, that's why I've been doing all these squats and curls. Okay. I gotta take these off because these little triangles on the bottom of the lenses here actually kind of hinder my vision. Well, maybe you can't see them. Look, just trust me, they're there. The stupid woo that he used to do. I liked it. I love when wrestlers do stupid stuff as a running gag. CJ, trying to get to max level, and then probably later tonight we'll finish it up. I'm guessing this stream will get close to max level, and then tonight we'll stream again. Finally get there, and then go beat the Foss. It's funny as hell now, but I hated it as a kid. Oh, I get that too. Yeah, no, when I was younger, I was like, the NWO is bad. They're the bad guys. And then, like, as I grew up a little, I was like, okay, but it's obviously just for show, and they're very funny, so I like them. And Eddie Guerrero, what's max level? Trico, yeah, it's different for each character in this game. So it's 50 for the Goo, 45 for Esgar, and 35 for Gwen. Funny you said that. On the bus heading to mail, sending store now. Hey, Sears, thank you so much. Yeah, I guess we're gonna stream some DQ Monsters soon. For Game Boy Color. Which I can play on the Game Boy Player on GameCube. My $1 million question though, when are we getting a Hardware Harv versus KarmaJolt charity mud wrestling match? Simon D, I actually don't know if I can do mud wrestling, because like if I get mud in my contact lenses, they're going to fall out, and if I lose a contact lens in the mud, that's like $2,000 down the drain. Would do some sort of wrestling thing with him though. Maybe we could do a tag team. The KarmaJolt tag team live stream. Have you chosen your next few games you're gonna stream? Yeah, CJ, probably gonna do Lufia 2, Skies of Arcadia, Dragon Quest 4, Dragon Quest Monsters within the next couple months. The Goo has been promoted, everyone. Yeah, so Jill of Trades, I have an eye condition that requires very special contact lenses that you can only get from like a couple places in the world. So yeah, mine are $2,000. They're not covered by insurance. Wear goggles? I will, East. And I'll switch them in between takes. Alright, let's do some squats. Yeah, Michael, we're getting to Lufia 2 pretty soon. So you heard it, but you might have also dreamt it. I don't know. My phone had died. Glad to see you're still here. Hey, Dagger, glad to see you. All right, ready? Let's do 15 or possibly 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 0.43. All right. We did 20.43. I don't need 2 hoods. Good guy, thanks for the cheese. Travel with friends. Yo, Solid Owl. Appreciate you showing up. Anytime you leave, and you should say, Owl will be back. That would be a hoot. Breathing heavy. Weak band, says Kraken. That's coming from the guy who's like neutral in the face of evil. Like, your opinion is like, I don't know, man. You calling someone else weak? I'm trying to get you to do the right thing here. And you're like, nah, I don't stand up for anyone else. Is basically what you're saying. So girl laughed at me when I was looking for the rapper Ice-T. Put in iced tea. Corn? I know you're a corn kind of guy. So I get that you might make a mistake there. Power increases by 3. Wait, who's this? 7 speed, 7 HP? Was that the Goo? Looks like it. Because he has 7 more max than his hit points. I just don't judge the world. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. That's weird. That's weak. That's awkward. Oh, people are murdering people? Well, I won't judge. Why, man? Like as if good and evil doesn't exist? You're an adult, right, Kraken? Yeah, East. That's a good question. I'm weak is laughable. Alright, explain it to me. Explain it to me, Kraken. Ice detained a 5-year-old. And you're like, well, I'm not gonna judge. Bias? What bias? I'm listening to I'm listening to the things you're telling me about you. Is there information that I'm missing? Everyone is against you now, coward. Yeah, Genevieve B, like... Cool, why did the band stop then? Kraken? Just wanted to give you a chance, I guess. It was a timeout, says Rogue Effect. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, it wasn't an outright ban, it was a kick. Well, not a kick, I guess it mutes you. Childish bias. No, Kraken. Because you keep telling me, like, alright, we all see what's happening, right? It's like, on one side you have Nazi murderers. On the other side you have people who are getting murdered. And your position is, well, I don't want to take a side here. Grow up. Thank you, Rogue Effect. God, that's really disappointing. Because up until that guy showed me who he was, like, I kind of like that dude. Detainment of children is an unconscionable position to take. Yeah, and it's like, they're so obviously evil that saying, well, I'm not going to judge them, is basically a pass for them to continue being evil. There's no excuse to detain children. Yeah, exactly. Jill trades. Weird fella is Michael? That's a good way to put it. Our mistake to give you a chance. Yeah, Genevieve B, I don't know. I try to let people see the error of their ways sometimes. Zero accountability from that guy. Yeah, no, he got banned, Genevieve B. Saying, I'm not judging them is basically saying... is not being brave enough to say, yeah, how you really feel about the subject. Yeah, Sears. Of course I come back and miss some drama. Sean, welcome back. Bro, do you know Chainsaw Man movie was crazy and romantic? Reggie? What? I don't know that one. Didn't you say you didn't want to talk about this anymore? You're breaking your own boundaries for someone not worth your time. Yeah, well... I gave that guy a chance, and then he thought he was gonna get, like, a word in or something that would make some difference or make me feel some kind of way, but, like, at that point, he showed me that his opinion was not worth respecting, and so you gotta call people out like that. Renee Good, Alex Preddy, their names along with all others should be said out loud. Yeah, and don't forget Keith Porter, and then, you know, the list goes on, but at this point, there are too many murders to remember them all. 70 American-born people were murdered by ICE. Yep. Genevieve B. And then some people, I guess, are like, well, I'm not gonna take a side. Cool, man. That means you're taking their side. That's actually what that means. You're just gonna sit there and watch the evil happen. You can't even say that it's bad? Okay. Yeah, back to the Fungin East. Ice is bad and needs to go away. Joe, thank you. Thank you for spelling it out. Imagine being a bigger coward than me. Crimburn? Love you, buddy. Take a side or fight me is a good one, Avis. Okay, yeah, I heard back from Dustin. He's doing all right. He's obviously a little sad. A friend of mine lost someone close to them. But apparently he had expected it for a while, so... Or he had been expecting the call, is what he said, so... Love to Dustin. Yeah, Sean. I'll tell him you said that, actually. Condolences, says Trico. Appreciate you guys. Rogue Effect. I may not have 2 20-pound weights, but next time you do your squats, I will do them with you. Yeah, Corn. You don't really need weights. Sometimes I do them without the weights, and that's, especially if we get, like, a ton of donations. I'll do, like, the first few sets with the weights. And then, like, once my legs feel like jelly, I'm like, okay. I gotta do them without the weights. Hashtag love to Dustin. Hey, Genevieve, thank you. God, it's hard not to think about that guy. Specifically saying, like, I don't meddle in anything that doesn't affect me. Okay, so you specifically stood up to tell us your cowardly position of, hey, if you were getting hurt, I wouldn't intervene. You could have kept that opinion to yourself. Damn. I'm glad I don't really know anyone like that. Stupid is right, Michael, yeah. Childish and weak. Is that guy on the Discord? Remy Ribbit, what's going on? DK, I'm here for a limited time only. Love that. Kevin S. says, yo, good to be here and hear you have a proper moral stance on everything. I don't know about everything. But Kevin S., I freaking try, dude. Thank you. That said, when I was younger, I was kind of a jerk. I was very conservative, and I had like the unfortunately common conservative attitude, where I was like, I just acted like I was better than people because I was Catholic, and that automatically made me a good person, you know? And then as I got older, I was like, I should stop. Despite what you think of them, they don't actually know you, and you owe them nothing. Wait, hold on, Sean R. I was trying to read your comment, and then it moved up a whole lot in the chat. Don't get bogged down for an idiot in your chat. Even if he was here for a long time, remember, despite what a lot of them think, they don't actually know you, and you owe them nothing. Sean? Yeah, that's true. They don't like know me. I'm not that much different outside of YouTube, you know what I mean? So people have a decent idea of who I am. And I owe them nothing, though. That's true. Yeah, it's just disappointing. Yeah, it doesn't affect me equals white privilege. Or privilege in general, Genevieve B. Yeah. Yeah, go for it, Genevieve B. I'll keep posting Ice Bad until I stop existing. Thank you. There's a Discord. Yeah, Remy Ribbit. Don't tell Sears. There's a link to the Discord in the video description. Controversial stance. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Simon D, no, it belongs in my mouth. And if you have to use pizza to deliver it there, then so be it. I'm gonna go join that BRB. Remy Ribbit? More like BR Ribbit. I was trying to make a joke. It's harder when you start to feel more comfortable. You think you can really open up. I lost a coworker slash friend because I opened up about something. Karn, yeah, isn't that weird? Hawaiian pizza is the tastiest Canadian war crime. I like pineapple on pizza. Didn't see him on Discord, but could have a different name. Yeah, Rogue Effect, possible. Thanks for the support, everybody. Oh, let's save the game and do another Bazuzu run and try to get that hat. Personally, I'm open about my stance on anything, including at work. Yeah, same. My parents always had this attitude that's like, oh, you don't talk about politics with people. Never talk about politics with people. And like, as I got older, I realized, like, why would you be afraid of your stance on anything political unless you knew that you were wrong? Unless you knew that you were supporting something that was morally wrong. I unfollowed someone that kept saying they wouldn't get political and then proceeded to say 2 months later that he is happy with the way our country and economy is. Kevin Strope, yeah, bye. See ya. Yeah, I guess ICE don't care about race. They're killing everyone. GNVB, that said, they are targeting more people of color than white dudes like myself, you know what I mean? But yeah, regardless of the issue, if you can say, well, it doesn't affect me, so I don't care. Damn. The people who are getting affected by it can't say that. And they need your vote. Or they don't know how to defend what they stand for. East. Really don't care what people think of me now, both on the internet and real life. I was an outcast then, and I'm still an outcast now. Tulip Trades, we love you here. So thanks for being a good part of the community. I like Sam's Club pizza. Yo, corn? It slaps. It really does. There's opening up about yourself, then there's an infinitely long circular argument about nothing. That's one reason not to share. Avis, I sort of see that point. But like, even with people who I know are going to disagree with me politically, I'll tell them where I stand. And then if they want to argue, I'll be like, hey man, I don't want to do this right now, you know? I'm just telling you what I think. Some people have cultural blindness boundaries where if something doesn't affect their immediate 3 feet of space, they're not conscientiously aware of it. Simon D, oh boy, that describes my family. A lot of my family, I should say. Yeah, the pizza is good now, says Jill of Trades and Quick Guns. Was it not good before, or did they not used to have it? Or they are willfully uninterested in it. Sean, yeah, I see that. Costco hot dogs are better than pizza from the Costco locations I've been in. CJ, I've been to Costco like twice ever, so... Yo, Hilarious Henry! Double H, how are you? If you capitalize the H in the Hilarious Henry, then it's Triple H. Like the wrestler. Costco pizza good, but hot dogs amazeballs. Simon D, I forgot about that phrase. I always get caught up in arguments for some reason. Is it a desire to win, to defend myself? Wish I could just tell them, if you want to play a game, grab controller. Avis, that said, I kind of want to play Tekken with you guys. Their chicken bakes are amazing too. Oh, I didn't know about that. Not sponsored. Let's make a Costco run though. Not today though. Avis, good on yourself being self-aware. Costco has the best dogs. Hold on, hold on. I think my chat has the best dog. Everyone put a puppy in the chat for Genevieve B. Wish I could really... Oh, you're on a side of the internet where I don't hear much. From what I hear, I just get reminded from the one quote of Winter Soldier. This isn't freedom, it's fear. Yeah, yeah, Remy Ribbit. Exactly. Hey, we leveled up. Guinevere, promoted to the next level. How much power are we getting? Let's do these 14 squats, everybody, because we leveling. Ooh, leggies. Leggies starting to get wimbly. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. Thanks for the squats, everybody. Yeah, I just realized. Bork, bork, bork. I just realized, yeah, I can't do pizza stream today for the other reason that I can't do pizza stream today is because I pulled out some ground beef to unthaw. So I'm doing burgor later. 0 was a pretty good guess, actually, Jill of Trades. Who said 4? I did not. Speed by 3. 1 HP. 6 MP. All right. Life is rough. Bork bork at everything. Who remembers the Scruff McGruff take a bite out of crime commercials? From like 1993 or something. Time to do some squats, yo, Corn. Tell me how many. How much longer till you get Esgar level up? I don't know, it said it when I saved the game, CJ. Jill of Trades, you remember? I recall Scruff and Dare. Yeah, we had a Dare program at our elementary school. Sean R was there. But yeah, Chicago, one of the few zip codes I have memorized because of that freaking commercial from the 90s that was like, Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652, and some, take a bite out of crime. 90s commercials were crazy and serious back then. Yeah, Jill of Trades, like my family and I, look, my parents had 3 young boys to deal with in the 1990s. So I get that they would often park us in front of the TV so that they could just have a break, you know? But my family and I, we would watch enough TV that when a commercial came on, we had it memorized and we would say the words out loud with it. Anyone else do that? My cousins did it as well. Overly serious to the point of being funny. Yeah, Simon D. So there was a... I remember my neighbor clipped this picture out of the newspaper and put it up on their fridge. My neighbor... I was best friends with my neighbor in 5th grade, so his mom clipped this article out of the newspaper. And they had it up on their fridge. But like when the DARE program came to my school, all the kids in my grade like sat down in like the main foyer of the school with our DARE t-shirts on, and like I guess whoever was from the press, the local newspaper, took a picture, like a group photo of our entire grade, but I was all the way in the back of the photo. So I was like, if they're gonna see my face, I have to time the perfect jump. And the picture that was in the newspaper is our entire grade of all these kids like sitting down and standing in the middle of this, not even the auditorium, just like right in the middle of the hallway. And I was in the back, full height, like at the height of my jump with my arms spread out like this and like a dumb face on. And that's what made it into the picture. That's what made it into the paper, I meant. So like, I happened to time it perfectly. They might still have that. I should see. Rogue Effect. 20 squats for corn? Yo, everyone put the corn in the chat. Did that all the time on Cartoon Network. Love the ads that only played for a second. Uh-huh. Wonderful classic. LeMayo. Says Avis and Quick Guns. That's awesome, says Hilarious Henry. Hey, appreciate you. You are great. Christopher 2025 says hello. Hey, welcome. Corn and popcorn. Oh shoot, popcorn. Rogue Effect, the popcorn came back. Much love, thank you guys. Yo, Corn, how do you feel? Is 20 like a good exercise for you? Can you guess what corn plus orange square equals? Everyone's still in the chat? Y'all are great, says Genevieve B. Yeah, thank you for being here, everyone. Adult Swim was the bomb. So was Toonami. Hilarious Henry. I'm eating carbonara. Yo, that sounds awesome. Oh, wait, I should do this. Space Ghost Coast to Coast is fun. Zorak is the GOAT. Yeah, that's one of those shows that was like, I remember seeing it once when it was on like way late, right? And I remember seeing it once being like, this is awesome. I should watch this. And then, you know, then I realized like, oh, I have to stay up till like 1 a.m. just to watch the show if I want. I don't know about that. Which I did all the time when I was younger, you know, but like, not to watch a show, so I could play video games with my friends. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Yeah, another show that I saw like one episode of, and I'm like, this is great, and then I never saw it again. Everyone out of the pool. This is Adult Swim. Yo, Avis P. Space Ghost and Brack. I remember liking Home Movies and Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. I watched Adult Swim to watch uncensored Funimation dub of Dragon Ball episodes. Oh, CJ. I guess I didn't realize they did that. You're getting close, Karma. Very good. Michael. Thank you. His shield has a plus on it because he loves math. Also, it looks like, not Orfeo. Esgar has a shield. They're so coordinated. The Goo and Gwen are like, yeah, blue and white. And then Esgar's like, I tried, but I'm colorblind. Green and red for me, sorry. C-Lab 2021, that's another one that was... Man, yeah, so many shows on Adult Swim were really funny, but I rarely caught them, you know? I loved Meatwad, yeah. Alright, get the Mace Master. 69 damage kill. Bop. Good experience there. Squidbillies grew on me and Mom. Avis? I don't think I saw that one, though. I don't think I ever saw Squidbillies. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. I thought it was good job. I never did a great job. C-Lab 2021 was nutty. 10x worse than Archer. Yes! Archer I got into for a couple episodes. Weren't we playing a game recently where there was a character that someone was like, oh, that reminds me of the Squidbillies? Maybe it was Ultros from FF6. I actually don't remember. Can't believe nobody ever told me there was a definitive edition of Dragon Quest XI. Now I know what I'll be going to check out next. I know that there is an S version. I'm actually gonna have the Goo parry here and then heal all. And that's how you get ants. Yeah, I remember that from Archer. Yeah, rip to Jessica Walter. I loved her in Arrested Development as Lucille. Lucille 1. Dead. I have the DQ11 Definitive Edition. It's my favorite. I have a physical copy on Switch. I think it's the Special version. Just recently found out the voice actor who did Archer is the same guy in Bob's Burgers. Yeah. That's John Benjamin. And Yoda from Family Guy. Yeah, he was also Coach McGurk from Home Movies. Spectral Virgin. Yeah, that's what I meant, Dog Eat Hot Dog. DBZ every day after school. Yeah, same here for me, Joe, but like I'd be getting home from school with like 6 minutes left in the episode. Shout out Special Virgin. Genevieve B? I'm special. Home Movies. Home Movies was weird. Rogue Effect. It's you. You're the weird one. Rogue Effect. If anyone here is weird. For me, it was Sailor Moon, but my mom had to record it on VCR. Let's go. G-Love Trades. Metalocalypse. Avis. Yeah, damn. Yeah, so many of those shows I'd watch like one episode of and be like, this is hilarious. I should try to catch this show. And then I never did. Never saw another. Maybe one or two every now and then. Let's continue thy quests. Actually, we're resetting so we can respawn Bazuzu to get a mysterious hat. Ronin Warriors? I don't know that one. Dirt McGirt? ODB? Yeah, Old Dirty Bastard. Maybe I got you money. Gwen will reach max first? No, actually, so the number that it's telling me there, that 11,000, is actually a rollover, and she needs, they all need to get to level... They all need to get to 1 million experience to get to max level. So she still needs approximately 75,000 experience. So that 11,000, add another 65,535 to that. I think she's at max strength, though. Yeah, but she only gets one more level, huh? 2 for the Goo and Esgar, though. I don't know why, but I hated Tim and Eric, says Joe. It was weird. It's not for everyone. So yeah, everyone needs to get to 1 million. Ooh, baby, I love you way. Genevieve B? Every day. I think that song is in, it's like a running gag in, the Jumanji movie that has Kevin Hart and The Rock. The first one, anyway. David Allen S., welcome. OGB couldn't be here, but he sends his regards. Yo, Trico? He was on a song with Mariah Carey. Have you heard that Final Fantasy original Steam version is removed in the shop? They're gonna replace it with an improved version. Final Fantasy 1? I mean, don't they have the Pixel remaster for that? Jumanji remake was mid. Simon D, it still had some funny jokes. Me and Jackie J thought it was hilarious. It was fun to watch with my kid, I'll say that. Karma, if you had to pick one RPG above all others, what would it be? OG FF Tactics, probably. I met the FF7 music director in college in 01. Are you talking about Nobuo Uematsu? Who said that? David Allen S? FF7, I think. I see. Interesting. Oh, you know what it might be, actually? I got Final Fantasy VII, like, it was on sale on Nintendo Switch. I got Final Fantasy VII. Basically just OG Final Fantasy VII, except it's got some quality of life improvements, like you can fast forward. You can there's even a button that just like lets you cheat and it fills up your health and your limit gauge. Surprise, says Nicholas D with the cool 20 Swedish krona. Hey, that's like 2 whole squats. Everyone put the D in the chat. Nicholas D, it's good to see you. 3 CDs too long? The original FF7 was 3 discs, right? Are you saying 3 CDs is too long, or it was 3 CDs too long? Meaning it should have been 0. No FF7 forever, for anyone. Oh, guys, I'm having a tough time today. My brain is still like, bleh. Yeah, it was. I liked FF7. I'd say it's toward the top of the Final Fantasy franchise. That's the version of FF7 I have on PS4, says Kevin S. Yeah, I got it on Switch. It can be fun. I mean, and like, obviously you don't have to use those features, but I did accidentally hit the button a couple times, and I was like, well, might as well limit break. Probably gonna stream it. Your brain needs to drop the RPGs and pick up the fists. Nicholas D, yeah, no, I was gonna look up some Tekken 8 hype videos to get me excited. That buh sound is the frog in KJ's brain getting tired. I like how cinematic Tales of Fantasia feels. Was that the Super Nintendo one? Dog? Imagine your disc 3 didn't work back in the day. Yeah, Solid Owl, I definitely let a friend of mine borrow, like, one of my FF7 discs, and I never got it back when I was in high school. Tekken World Tour Finals is happening now. Avis P, did you link it in the Discord? Because I'd watch some of that, even if I don't, like, know how the game works. Super Famicom. Yes. I did play an SNES like translation back in high school, I think. That's the one with Mint and Clarth, right? As some of the characters. If you want to get hyped, there's this dude called Avis Praeda 777 that streams some dope Tekken 8 content. I think you mean Tech Wahoo Luigi content? His name is Ken. That's the joke. Did I ruin it? I should probably check him out. Nick D says Avis P. Technically, there's the SNES DJAP version. Yeah. Oops. Gotta pay attention. I stream as well. Music and video game classics. David Allen S. Alright. Tell me about some of it if you want. The Goo did not fall asleep. SNES 9X was the emulator to use back then. Simon D. ZSNES all the way. As Mega Harv calls it. Do Canadians say Z instead of the letter Z? Or is he joking about that? I actually don't know. Because that would be something Mega Harv does, to say ZSNES, as the British call it. But maybe that's just something Canadians do. Just Z, says David Allen S. Okay, but are you pronouncing it Z in your head? You just put the letter and didn't spell it phonetically, so I don't know. Znez. ZSNES, boo that heretic. Wait, Simon D, what's the joke there? Lol, you put Z? Yeah, Canadians in the chat. Do you say Z or Z? The Super Nintendo Znesisdom. That's right. That's it. Niggles Z. Z is something that British and Aussie people do. I don't know about Canada. Well, that's what I'm saying, Grimburn. I don't know about Canada. I want to know about Canada. I just got a YouTube comment that was like, scoop who up? In reference to the video that I made about the recorder in Zelda 1, where I said that the crazy tornado scoops Zelda up and warps him somewhere. How should I respond? Green Mario. SNES 9X is only better because of the cheat search function, says Dog Eat Hot Dog. Yo, look at this, we leveled up! Esgar promoted to the next level. Okay, so I think I was under the impression that Gwen's final level up was an easy one to get. No, you need like 80,000 experience. I probably thought that because I didn't realize that when you save the game and you have an amount of experience to the next level to go that is over 65,535, the game will show you the rollover number, but it's not the number that it lists. So there it showed me that we needed like 10,000 experience when the number was actually 75,535 or something like that, you know? Anyway, let's do these two quats. Come quats. Come squats. No. You're just squats. Let's do two. Alright, ready? 1, 2. Thanks, Nicholas D. I have a feeling Esgar gets a big boost in power here. What? Rogue effect, what? What? Rogue effect, what? That's a lot of experience to level up. MB mixes? But it's not too much for us. Power increases by 4. Okay. We said 6, 5, and 5. Okay, maybe I led you astray there with that guess. Shows the extra over what 2 bytes can hold. Yeah, Grimburn, because 65,536 would be 2 to the 16th. Is that right? 4 power, 5 speed is nice, 2 HP, 6 MP is pretty good. That's at least 1 more heal more. Close enough. By the way, everyone, we got a wizard's ring from the Bullwong, like at the beginning of the stream. So that's a pretty good rare drop to have. Maybe not that rare. I don't know what the chances are, but we only found... That was our first one after fighting like a ton of Bullwongs, you know? Yeah, which is FFFF in Hex. First Friday Final Fantasy, Grimburn. Yeah, you're pretty layered up over there, says Jucifer. I'm assuming it's pretty cold then. It was, but then I did 56.43 squats, and now I'm sweating. You do know the chances, says Kim Miles. What? Getting called out. Kim Miles is like, this guy knows the odds. He's just saying he doesn't for clout. Final freaking Fantasy for real. That's it. Rogue Effect. Heck yeah, leg day is every day. Time to lurk. Need to shovel driveway. Nasenda, you're showing up right as I sort of got to sign off because I heard Jackie J getting home. But let's do one more Bazuzu. 1 in 32, says David G. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's not that rare. Only time having multiple F's in the chat is peak is when you think in hexadecimal. Simon D? Oops, I chanted outside. Simon D, that was clever. Whoa, this is crazy. It looks like my hometown. Bytes max is 2 to the 8th minus 1. Grimburn, yes, if 0 is one of the options, then yo, Nascendo with the cool $2 and it's a super sticker of like a pear with sunglasses being like, hey you. Everyone is there a pear emoji? Put a pear in the chat. Pear of something. A parakeet? Sorry if I took your joke. Somebody was probably typing that. Putting one of those in there right as I said that. Only thing more potent is E. Foxhound emoji. Yo. Dog eat hot dog. A pair of sunglasses. Rogue Effect. 2 bytes is commonly unknown as a word. Is that real, Rogue Effect? Oops, not an eggplant, Trico. Oh my gosh. MB Mixes, thank you. Hey, Nasenda, appreciate you. Four bytes equals double word. Haha, eggplant healthy too. Eggplant. What a weird thing to find out about when you're a kid. What's called an eggplant? Oh! It has nothing to do with eggs? It is a plant, though, so that's weird. We're gonna name it after 2 things, and 1 thing is unrelated. Alright, let's go fight this monka. Aubergine. Hardly knew him. Rogue Effect? What is that? Hardly knew Aubergine. It's not called eggplant in the UK. Yeah, what is it, Death Bob? Is it aubergine? Is that what I'm learning right now? An aubergine is an eggplant. Okay, but who calls it that? It's in the UK. Okay, thank you. All right, all right. I thought that's what you were saying. I just need some real specificity today on a day where my brain ain't working, you know? Baldur's Night, how are you? Everyone calls it that. Oh, okay, Rogue Effect. I guess I didn't realize that that's what I do. That's the name of the guy who played Odo on, yeah, Deep Space Nine. Not now, Quark. What was his real name, Avis? That guy died kinda recently, right? I call it penis plant. Trico, oh my gosh. Oh, my neck. Yeah, Trico, you behave. I shouldn't have read that out loud. Renee Auberjonois, or I hope I got that right. Yeah, that sounds familiar. 50 bars of gold-pressed platinum. That's Quark's voice. I like Quark. The actor who played Quark was also the principal in Buffy until he got eaten or something. He played Benson, too? Benson. Tell me about Benson. Nasenda. Love the Ferengi, yes. He also played Father Mulcahy in the original MASH movie. I've never seen anything related to MASH. But I know at least at one point Simon D. MASH like had the world record for like longest running TV series. I have the rules of acquisition framed on the wall behind me. Scythe, I knew you were a real one. What was the Nagus doing in my closet? Oh, and also the Grand Nagus of the Ferengi, who is like their president, was played by Wallace Shawn. The inconceivable guy, you know, the inconceivable guy. MASH, one of my all-time favorite TV shows. Is it like funny, Baldur's Night? I kind of want to watch one episode just so I know, you know. Guys, my hands have been sweating like crazy, and that's why I keep doing this. MASH pretty good. Some of the tropes a bit outdated, but it still holds up. I loved MASH, says Grimburn and Rogue Effect together. I read your comments together. Yeah, no, I understand that I have to go in there knowing, like, okay, this is an old TV show, so it might have, like, humor about stereotypes, which were hilarious back then, you know? I got to meet Wallace Shawn last November. MB Mixes, that's awesome. Gwen stood guard. Good. We guarded the defeat spell. I own scripts to unreleased episodes of MASH, says Ease 500. MASH is classic comedy. Dang, okay, so I've never seen an episode. I gotta see at least one. Oh, I got excited. Okay, we're leveling up. I thought there was gonna be a treasure chest drop. Wit and courage have served thee well, for the goo has been promoted. Ooh, baby, everyone's one away from max level now, everybody. Let's do these 2 squats. 1, 2, 5, says Joseph Neal. Okay. Dude was so nice, says MB Mixes. Genevieve B with the members only emojis. MASH was boring when I was a kid, but then I enjoyed it more when I got older. Yeah, same with a lot of things where you, like, don't get the jokes when you're a kid, you know? Power increased by 1. Speed by 2. HP by 6. No hat drop. Well, we are 1 away from max level, everybody. I think that means we save the game here. And we are going to have one more stream to go of this game. I'm pretty sure it won't take me that long to get to max level. Then we can do the Fungeon, fight the Foss, and finish Dragon Quest II. But until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. I hope to see you this evening. Way to go, Karma. Hey, appreciate you. We should actually calculate... We should calculate Karma's power level and how much experience he needs to get to the next level. Harder exercises. Give more experience points. Yeah, dog, appreciate you. All right, take it easy, y'all. Wow, thanks, y'all. F Ice, says Genevieve B. Hell yeah. I'll see you soon.